First, I'm going to start by applying my moisturizer. This is the Climate Control Anti-Aging Moisturizer by Senegence. Next, I'm going to apply a primer. I'm going to use the Make Sense Silk Pore and Wrinkle Minimizer by Senegence. And just in case you haven't figured it out by now, I am obviously obsessed with Senegence's entire skincare line. They feel great on, and they are so amazing for your skin. So next, I'm going to be using Senegence's Eye Illuminator. I'm going to put this under my entire eye area just to brighten everything up. And after all that preparation, I'm going to be adding my Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I'm going to add that to a pretty wide area under my eye, just because I have a lot of redness in my cheeks and I want to kind of cancel that out. I'll be using a damp beauty blender to blend that area in, and I'm using the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. I just really like this one. I like the shape of it. I feel like it really gets in that crease really good. I'm going to go in with Senegence's Moisture Enhancing Oil, and I'm going to mix that with my Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation to just give it a really flawless finish. I just like to mix these two on the back of my hand, and whatever excess product I have on my finger, I just put on my face, and I like to make sure that my hands are always clean before I apply anything to my face with my hands, just so I'm not getting any bacteria or any oil onto my skin. And I finish blending with my Morphe M439 brush. Now I am adding my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, and I add a second concealer just because, like I said, I have a lot of redness, and I like to really highlight under my eyes, my chin, my forehead, and on my nose. And then I'll just go in once again and blend out those areas with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. You want to really make sure you get out all those fine lines. Next, we'll go in with our loose setting powder. I use the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, and I do circular motions with my Morphe M504 brush. And I'm going to set the rest of my face with my MAC Studio Fix, and that is in the NC25. Really just apply this with any loose fluffy brush. I'm using the MAC 105. I'm going to be using Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette in Shadow Play and Subconscious. I just blend them together for my contour. I originally go in with my Morphe E4 brush. I've actually never used this before, and I'm not crazy about the way it's blending everything in, so I'm just going to go in again with my MAC 109 brush and just blend that out a little bit more. I'm also going to contour my jawline and my forehead as well. Just making sure that's really well blended. And since I'm super pasty, I'm going to do my neck, and I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. I feel like it's just a little bit darker. I'm going to go back in with my Laura Mercier setting powder, and I'm going to apply a really crazy amount under my eyes just to do some baking. For my brows, I'm going to be using my Holy Grail brow pencil. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. My eyebrows really weren't cooperating. I probably should have left this part out of the video, but I mean, it is what it is. we all have our bad eyebrow days. So I like to just do quick swipes and I brush it out in between. Give it a little bit more of a natural look. When I first heard of Morphe, I bought a set and this came in it, so it doesn't have a number on it, but it's just a nice fluffy loose brush. Really let the set powder sit for about 5 minutes and then I go in and swipe it off. So now I'm going to go in with blush, and I am using Blush Baby by MAC. It's just a nice pink mauve color. I'm not going for anything crazy here. And now it's time to glow. So I'm going to be using my Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color Sunburst with my MAC 168 brush. You can really put this anywhere you want to really pop. I like to add it to my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, my eyebrows, and my cheeks. I'm going to be using my Morphe E29 brush just to brush out my lashes because I just got extensions. I always like to prime my lashes just before I put my mascara on, just to give them a little something extra. So I picked up the Voluminous Superstar. It's like a duo. I got it from Walmart. It was like really cheap. I just like to prime it with something. So I'm going to be putting that on and I'll let that dry a little bit. And just using a little tiny blender fluffy brush from that same Morphe palette that I don't know what they're called. I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring on my nose, just for the sake of doing the video. And in the spirit of doing something extra for the video, I'm just going to go back in with my Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to put a little bit of the color I used to contour in my crease. I'm going to add some highlight to the inner corner and the eyebrow line, and I just added a little bit of that banana color to the lid. And now I'll be using my favorite mascara. It's the They're Real by Benefit. I'm just adding a little bit extra. My eyelash girl's gonna kill me. For my lips, I'm gonna be using Lip Sense, of course, in Praline Rose. And I'm just prepping my lips with witch hazel so that I can go ahead and start doing my lipstick. You wanna make sure your lips are really dry. You want to make sure you shake your lip sense before each use and just wipe off any excess product from your wand because you're going to need to apply really thin layers in order for the color to go on correctly. You want to make sure you're allowing enough time for the product to dry in between each layer. The lighter colors you only need about 30 to 45 seconds, but the darker colors you're going to need about up to a minute for each layer to dry. So then you're going to go in for your second layer and you're going to do the same thing, just nice thin layers. And this is where you'll really start to see that color. Don't touch your lips together while you're applying, just so that they don't stick. And you can go in for your third and final layer once you feel the second one is dry. And then finally, once that's dry, you're going to want to apply your gloss. Nothing. My lips are now kiss-proof, smudge-proof, waterproof, and pretty much bulletproof. So if you like what you saw, just leave a comment down below and subscribe. Thanks for watching.